Dumelang Bagaresho. We live in an era whereby there are certain condition definitions that tend to keep us down. Today we are talking about that condition definitions. One of the barriers that keeps people down in its entirety. Doesn't matter what race you are. Let's speak about employment, for instance. What is employment? Have you considered that? I mean, you find a situation where you get a mere taxi driver, considered unemployed, according to the primary, not primary definition, the economic definition of what employment is. Now, this person makes a living every single day. And if you look at the amount of money he makes every single day, you find that he makes more than what the basic income is. Moreover, let's look at Tom, who sells more fire in the corner at the robot, for example. You find that he makes about 500 rands per day. If you multiply that by 7, that's a lot of money. Every single day, making 500 rands. And to an extent, you find that if his marketing skills or his sales skills are good to that extent, he makes even more than that. You find that the 500 rands is actually the profit that he makes, but he's still considered to be unemployed. Now, let's look at what this notion does. Or perhaps, let's define employment before we move there. The primary definition of employment is the state of having paid work. Primary definition, state of having paid work. So, if you're working and you are paid, you're employed. But then let's now look at the business definition of what employment is. The business definition says that an individual who works part-time or full-time under a contract of employment, and it continues, but end of the day, at the end of the definition, it says also called a worker. So it still ties down to the primary definition. However, with this one, you need to be under a contract. Who determines that? Why should we live under such notions? Because you find in society, Tom, they keep telling him, Tom, you must look for a job. You must go get work. While Tom is already working. Tom is already making money. But because it's been defined that you need to be under a contract of some sort for you to be employed, Tom is not employed. This notion does two things to society. And we're going to speak about it over the next 2 days. I'm going to speak about one tomorrow. I'm going to speak about the next one on Friday. The first thing it does, it introduces a whole lot of poverty into society. The second thing it does, it introduces a lot of financial slavery. I just need us to think about this, Bagaresho. Think about it very well. If you are standing at a corner, selling sweets or whatever the case may be, and you still consider yourself unemployed, then you need to save yourself. You need to get out of that mentality, because that is the time whereby your step 2 is inevitable. Leave predetermined definitions. Remember one thing, Ilarata Kamoka, splendid day.